Okay. I think we are live. I hope so, anyway. Just wanna be sure. Okay. I think it's good. Yes, it should be good. I hope so, anyway. So, hello and welcome to Let's Stream the Patient Zero Requiem. I'm MCFPapa. I don't know if anyone will actually show up. I hope so. But if people don't, then just treat this like a Let's Play sort of video. And that, just in case people will show up later, I won't start playing right away. I'll start with doing the good old Heartbreaker, because I haven't done the Heartbreaker Year 6 yet, and I really don't care about the Heartbreaker at all. So I am just gonna do it, and in case people do show up, great. And I don't care about the loadout, really. If you do show up, feel free to make any sort of comments in the chat you want, because I'm gonna need someone to talk to for this time, I think. I don't know.
Welcome to Mendoza 47. It seems you've
And
arrived just in time.
I really do not care about the Heartbreaker, so that's why I'm just doing the remote-emetic gas device, and then gonna just drown him, because... Oh, hey! Why, yes, it is strange for me to not be doing a Mystery Case Files game. Instead, I'm doing this because I guess you could say I'm sponsored for this stream. I mean, I have, like, accepted a key for the Patient Zero Requiem DLC from the IO Creator Program, and that means that they expect me to do a stream and show it off. But honestly, if I really wanted to, I could just have pocketed the DLC key myself and not done any stream to show it off, and that would have been it. But I figure I should be somewhat good morally and actually do the DLC for him to show it off. But of course, that's a bit later. Oh, did I get spotted? Oh, I did. Well, in that case, might as well restart, 'cause I do still care about Silent Assassin on these elusive target missions. At least the ones like this that have challenges for getting Silent Assassin. But otherwise, I don't really care much. But anyway, how are you doing, Mr. Romer Monkey, sir? Are you planning on sticking around for a while, or did you just pop in to say hi? And like I was saying, like, I really don't care about this elusive target, because I've played it like over a dozen times before already. So I'm just gonna do it. And, oh, that looks good. If you'll stick around for a bit, that would be lovely, because, like, I don't know why, but just doing a live stream feels very strange to do, like, talking to myself. Which is weird, because I talk to myself all the time on recording videos. But just something about being live changes it. I don't get that, really. And maybe it's just I'm a bit nervous because it's my first ever live stream. And if I mess up or something, like, I can't just edit around it or anything. So I just gotta deal with it. Anyway, they kinda tried to make it a bit harder to disincentivize drowning him like that by making the bathroom trespassing for some reason when it isn't at any other point. But it really doesn't make the mission harder at all. And this is just a warm-up anyway. But as you can see, I did mess up with it. I don't know if I'll Alt F4, because, like, if you Alt F4, like, normally, if I mess up an elusive target, I Alt F4 and then restart it, because you can do that, even though you're not supposed to. Like, they specifically try to disable restarts once you've eliminated the target. But I don't care. But for this, because I'm streaming it, I guess I should probably avoid Alt F4ing. Oh, not even in the top 300 for the score. Oh, well. Yeah, something I noticed though in the test stream is that loading screens seem to take longer when I'm live streaming than when I'm not for this game, which is kind of strange. Anyway, I guess that's enough warm-up, because the whole point of this stream is to show off the Patient Zero Requiem mission they did starring Milla Jovovich. Milla Jovovich. I'm not sure how her name's pronounced, but that's this one. And so I guess I'll get started now by showing you the briefing, because they put a lot of effort into the briefings. So here you go. I'll try to be quiet for it, or maybe I'll talk over it. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
47. We have been tasked with eliminating Lilith Devereaux, the prospective new CEO of Ether Corporation. The target is currently attending an Ether fundraiser at the estate of parent company owner Gregory Carlyle. A relative newcomer to Ether, Devereaux has climbed the ranks quickly following the deaths of Neleus Duvall and chief scientists Silvio Caruso and Francesca DeSantis. Her meteoric rise has been generously sponsored by Gregory Carlyle, and there is rampant speculation in the business world that the two are having an affair. A faction within the Carlyle family sees Devereaux as a threat to their own power and has hired us to remove her from the picture. I have a sneaking suspicion of this being more than just a family feud. So be careful.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't really want to talk over it, because if there's one thing I hate, it's when people talk over dialogue in cutscenes. Anyway, there's all this lovely backstory. They put a ton of flavor text in these target descriptions. It really doesn't matter too much most of the time. All you need to usually know is that it's a target and you gotta kill him. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Just while I'm watching this, I want to ask you, Romer, if you have any experience with Hitman at all. Because, like, for me, I've gotten so many hours of playtime in this game across my various accounts, and like literally over 2,000 hours spent in the game. It's by far the most played game I have in terms of playtime. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so now you would think after 2,000 hours I would be like an epic pro gamer with this game, but I'm really not. I I still often make mistakes, and so at some point, I guarantee during this live stream I will make a dumb mistake and we will all laugh together. Um, well, I guess then for your sake I'll explain the concept of elusive targets, because elusive targets are a very, very stupid concept. So in this game, like, there's the destinations, which are the bread and butter. I love the destinations. They have all these great missions and a whole bunch of challenges to complete associated with the missions, and they're very fun, but the bulk of the live service content for the game is just elusive targets, which are quite annoying. Basically, they only appear for a limited time, and you need to eliminate them when they're active. For example, right now, the Harbinger 2026 and the Heartbreaker Year 6 are currently active. So you gotta do them right now while they're active. And at the end of the year, they usually will redo and give people who missed them a second chance at doing all the previous year's normal elusive targets. But the ones featuring celebrities, they will not do. And with elusive targets, the concept is you only get them when they're active, and if you pass or fail, you never get a second chance at them again. Unless they're a separate year version, which is a very poor band-aid for doing them. Like, see, for the Heartbreaker, now I can't restart it because I've eliminated him, which is annoying. But I also can't play the Harbinger, the normal elusive target, because I've already done her too. But as a band-aid sort of thing, they came up with the arcade, which is kind of janky. Like, you gotta go through, for the normal non-celebrity elusive targets, you gotta go through multiple ones to get to one you actually want to play and check out. And then for the celebrities, they just will have these as paid DLCs, and they'll also be free when the normal elusive target is running, but they aren't the same. And the normal elusive target has stuff associated with unlocks and that, and these ET Arcade ones have unlocks, but they aren't the same. And it's one of the dumbest things, but they do it because they just don't want to spend the money to put in proper actual additional stuff. So, like, for example, here on Steam, I didn't get the game on Steam until later, so I've missed all the year 1 and the year 2 elusive targets. Therefore, I can never actually play these to have them be considered complete and eliminated. But I can from later years. It's a very stupid sort of system, but that's the one they went with. And it's the whole fear of missing out thing. And that also extended to these Elusive Target Arcade DLCs, because basically each celebrity has a DLC pack that gets you permanent access to the mission itself in the Elusive Target Arcade, as well as a few cosmetics and stuff, which are pretty cool most of the time. But for Bruce Lee and Eminem, because I guess they chose celebrities whose likenesses were too expensive, they are limited, so only when their normal ET is around can you actually be able to buy them for DLC and get them permanently. But Mads Mikkelsen as the banker, Dimitri Vegas as the drop, Jean-Claude Van Damme as the splitter, and Sean Bean as the Undying, you are able to buy whenever you want. And also the Lilith Devereaux ET with Milla Jovovich too. So I just wanted to rant about the elusive target system because it is very stupid. But if you want to buy the DLC, you are able to right now. But hopefully, if all goes well with this IO creator stream and I've set everything up, I will have some stuff to give away too. I don't know how I'll give it away, but I might have a bunch of stuff like free keys and that to give out for the DLC. But that all being said, I just wanted to point it out and explain. And now I want to also point out and explain the flaws of the elusive target system. So this is the big celebrity ET they made, and you get permanent access if you have the arcade. But even in the arcade, you still are kind of incentivized to do it as best as you can, because otherwise you need to wait 30 minutes as a penalty, which is really stupid. Granted, it's not as stupid as it was for several years. For several years, if you failed an elusive target arcade, you had to wait a whole 12 hours to be able to play it again. Even the DLCs that you paid for with real money. But at least they reduced it some, but it's still, having such a penalty means you are incentivized to just take the easiest and the safest way possible. So that's what I'm going to do this first time. So we start, and I have the good old remote emetic gas device, which makes people throw up and head to a bathroom, which is very effective on elusive targets. I don't agree with the notion that it's overpowered in general, because most of the time people's contracts and such have other objectives that make it kind of useless. Like, they don't often pick drowning kills as their target objectives, so it's not as useful in contracts. But in the elusive targets, it is. So there's this whole grand map, you know, they even put the effort to rework the mansion skybox to be like evening now, with brand new lighting and everything, which is very cool. But Do I care?
That is
No,
Lilith
because
Devereaux.
I'm incentivized to take the easiest way out, so I can just emetic poison her and then she'll head to the bathroom. Now, again, they kind of did something more with it by having guards here that block off the bathroom, so it's not just as simple as walking straight in, but you can just go right here to around, and oh, there's a convenient open window. Huh, and even though I'm trespassing, I can just let the target in just fine, and then just drown her. And I don't think her guards will come in right away. Sometimes for some targets the guards come in right away, and sometimes they actually wait a bit. Yeah, they're waiting a bit. But anyway, that was the Patient Zero Requiem mission. Wasn't that exciting? Boy, a great mission, great showcase of all the developers put into the mission. Oh, now see, so you get about 30 seconds before they realize something's wrong with her. But yeah, and also because of the leaderboard system in this game, you are incentivized to take the fastest and simplest route too, because then you'll get a higher point on the leaderboards if you care about that sort of thing. I really don't, but I guess I did a new personal best, huh? And man, their promotion must actually be working if 40,000 people on Steam alone have completed the mission. That means probably a good chunk more have tried and failed the mission. And I guess I got a pretty good score when you consider I'm in like the top 96th, 97th percentile, if my math is right. But that is my biggest complaint with the mission, and why it should not have been an elusive target. It should have been a special assignment DLC bonus mission that had a bunch of challenges to unlock. Like, for these elusive targets, they just have the basic generic challenges which you can complete on any mission in Dartmoor, the main mission or one of the other contracts or side missions. And it's just generic stuff like discovering outfits. And I don't know why they even show some of these, because I don't think the private investigator even shows up in this mission as a possible thing to even be able to complete this challenge. But the only exclusive things for these is a challenge for just completing the arcade mission. And here they also actually, for the first time ever, gave another challenge that gives you a new starting location that lets you skip the whole very long intro for the mission. But other than that, there's no challenges, and it's just so lame because there's so much they could do with this. And anyway, with the ET Arcade, it's also not very fun because it's just, oh, you do the same exact celebrity target again, but with an additional complication that's optional and not even something required to beat it. Which, I mean, I guess it's better because they did try initially to have mandatory complications, and it was just very annoying. But it's still very lame to even have that. They could have made just a separate challenge, like, oh, eliminate only your target, and that be it. And anyway, so this time I will show off the suit. There's the Urban Maverick, which is the suit you can only use when playing the Harbinger, Elusive Target, or the Contagion. There's the Urban Maverick with gloves, which you unlock for completing just playing the Harbinger, real Elusive Target. If you don't play the real Elusive Target and just play it in the ET Arcade, like say after the active time period is over, then you won't be able to unlock this suit. Another very poor design, if you ask me. And then there's the Breach Response Gear, which I think is intended to be like referencing Hunk from Resident Evil, though it does also kind of look like Psycho Manus from Metal Gear Solid. So maybe one of the two is what they were referencing. But the Breach Response Gear is what you get from buying the paid DLC pack for Patient Zero Requiem. And that will be what I use for the mission. And this time I don't need the remote emetic gas device because I'm actually wanting to show stuff off. So I'll get the greedy little coin, and then let's go through it the proper way, the quote-unquote proper way. It's how the developers clearly intended people to actually do it. But the thing is, with this mission in particular, it's far simpler and easier if you don't actually engage with the mission story and just take out Lilith super easily there at the start. And now, as force of habit, I always, even in this mission, I go climb over the wall to get through it, because this is a trespassing area in the main mission, and I've been trained never to actually go through the main gate. And oh, I guess I should be listening for the dialogue.
Rebecca, she turned the company into a greenwashing farce, and you know it. The girl fancies herself a good person. Now that is a dangerous delusion. Gregory is a fool, but at least he's the kind of fool that has historic precedence.
You know, darling, one day...
Yeah, so basically it's just they're a bunch of executives at Ether, and they're kind of mad that the target is exerting her influence over Gregory Carlisle, who was a semi-major NPC in the main mission here on Dartmoor. He's the son of the late Alexa Carlisle, who we killed in the main story mission. And so I guess the implication, because this is after the main story, is that...
Lilith Devereaux.
Oh yes, thank you, Diana.
Calculating and ruthless. Watch yourself.
Yeah, Diana just talks a ton. And so Gregory's now inherited Alexa's wealth, I suppose.
With one of our cornerstone assets, Ether. It's no secret that I'm not as young as I once was, and it's time to think of the future. Today, I am announcing new leadership that will re-establish Ether as one of our highest performing assets. She's bold, she's brilliant. Honestly, I've never felt this way about any business associate before. I'm delighted to announce that Lilith Devereaux is CEO of Ether, effective immediately. Lilith, a few words.
Of course. I'm honored to be appointed CEO. With access to Aether's research starting tonight, I'm gonna change the world. And you will all be a part of it. Aether was built to conquer disease and to redefine what it means to be alive. For too long, humanity has looked towards the future when it should have been searching for its own past. For beneath our feet, the oldest patterns of life wait to free us from our human limits. So tonight is not just a change of leadership. It's the final seal to
Oh, you heard it. Okay, I should apologize. I will probably be burping or going and clearing my throat or maybe even sneezing. I apologize in advance if I do any more. One thing I love about recording stuff is I can just edit all of that out. But I can't in a live stream. So just bear with me if I do any weird noises like that. I apologize in advance for my rude behavior.
unlock the mystery of our misery.
Blimey, you're a firecracker, aren't you? But before you get started on world domination, a gift. This ring is traditionally worn by the leaders of the Carlisle estate. Only 4 exist. This was my Uncle Zachary's. God rest his soul. You're part of the family now. I know Mother would approve.
Oh, Gregory. You don't know how much I've wanted this.
The feeling is entirely mutual. Well, excellent. A toast to Devereaux and a new dawn for Ether.
Yeah, I love how hilariously obvious it is that this woman is comically evil,
It's the
and
lovely
yet Gregory, I guess, is totally oblivious, even with such a
You there, excuse me.
speech like that.
Gregory Carlisle.
Where have I seen you before? Are you on the board? I can't quite place you.
I worked with your mother towards the end of her life.
Oh, that was so grateful. It was such an ordeal. Tell me, have you met Lilith?
I haven't had the pleasure.
Actually, Mr. Reaper, I believe I know you.
Well, I don't recall you.
I was much younger then. You showed up in Thailand and did your thing.
Forgive me. I've done a lot of work there.
Well, to me, your work was unforgettable. Life-changing, even.
I hear that a lot.
Ah, okay. Well, we really must get going. It's nice to meet you, Mr.
Until we meet again.
Inevitably.
She recognizes you. We're in more dangerous territory than I thought. Keep her in your sights. I'll try to find out more.
Yeah. And now, for most elusive targets, they try to make it tougher by not marking her as a target in red on the map. But for Lilith, because she's a guard, it's much easier to pick her out because she is the only female guard in the whole entire trilogy of games. Because I guess they couldn't get the AI working properly until now. But that does make it a lot easier to pick her out even at a distance. Even if you weren't, like, given the nice blue, like, light bulb for her, too.
Mask's a bit intimidating, but hey, you do you.
Yeah. But pro gamer tip, if you don't have the remote mode emetic gas device and want to eliminate her easily, you can just lethal poison this by getting a waiter disguise. There's one really easy to get here in the outside. Well, he was there. Oh, yeah, there he is. That guy is super easy to get. Throw a coin in one of the side rooms, distract him. Then you can legally poison the drink with lethal poison. Or if you don't have that, you can find rat poison and then she'll throw up in the same bathroom. And that's another easy way of getting rid of her.
Bloody hell, you are dense, Gregory. Obviously, they have a problem with some stranger stepping in as CEO at a time like this.
At a time like this, Lilith is exactly who we need, wearing that ring.
Trust me, I understand the power that comes with it.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
If you'll excuse us, Rebecca, Lilith and I have some business matters to discuss. Shall we?
I will join you in a moment.
Look after everybody, will you? We'll be back shortly.
Prick.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, like the Rebecca, Gregory's brother, and the other
Too stupid to understand that the most poisonous people
actual child of Alexa Carlisle, the main mission target, is the one who actually hired us for this mission to eliminate Lilith.
Maybe military adjacent.
Yeah, and something really cool is they seem to actually have put in some unique guard lines to refer to you when you're wearing this suit. I'm not sure if it's actual, like, proper, like, new lines or just good reuse of old lines, but it's pretty great. And anyway, in case you're wanting the guard disguise, there's this guy who's really easy to get and knock out. He notices you getting in the bin, but then he stops caring about that and instead cares about the very loud vacuum, which is kind of funny. Oh, I'm missing some important dialogue. Story stuff. Lilith is talking about or plotting in here with the other guards and that.
Yeah, but
I guess I'll leave this on. Am I allowed upstairs in my suit? I really don't know. Oh, I guess I am. Okay. Well, that's cool. Ah, but not here. Okay. But is this okay? You gotta just be very careful because there are some wonky, like, trespassing zones and rooms becoming trespassing that aren't.
Sorry, you're not on my list.
Yeah, so I don't want to get close and overhear the conversation with Gregory. Maybe I can from here. It's just tough because sometimes the subtitles don't trigger properly. Yeah, he's getting all touchy-feely with her. And of course she's having none of it because she doesn't care. I assure you, though, this mission does get a whole lot cooler. Oh! And now the subtitle does trigger. Why? I don't know. But it does. But I assure you, the mission picks up a whole lot more once the actual master plan goes into effect. Oh yeah, now it's time to go. And they're putting their plan into motion. I think I can just observe her do it from here. Yeah, it's funny how sometimes the game has like proper logic to it, and sometimes it's just kind of comical and for the sake of a video game. But overall, it works. Is someone... Oh yeah, that's Gregory noticing me doing that. Well, anyway, good old Lilith is...
Lock the door, now.
Yeah. Now, that means that even if you were in a legal disguise before going in here, now it's like a whole hostile area, I think. So you gotta be very careful, because it just in an instant becomes that. Oh, no, just trespassing, I guess. Okay. And then she just vanishes literally from the map.
There must be a room we don't know about.
Ooh, a room we don't know about. Maybe. Oh yeah, for the sake of the story, you're supposed to investigate it. Inspect the human skull? Nothing here. Inspect the book of indeterminate origin. Nothing here. But if you inspect the hand...
Explain why Devereaux was so pleased with that Carlisle ring.
Yeah.
I suggest you acquire one from either Gregory or Rebecca, or, well, Alexa must be buried with hers. Morbid, I know. But when has that ever stopped you?
Yeah, so, I mean, you could, I suppose, deal with Gregory or Rebecca and try to knock him out and that. But honestly, why do that when it's a whole lot more morbid but a whole lot more fun to go grave robbing? Just gotta be careful, because you are trespassing in this graveyard area. But fortunately, there's like nobody around. No one except the birds. And if you shoot the 3 bird nests, you will actually get the challenge for making the birds leave the graveyard. If you want it. It's kind of silly it's even in this side mission, but you can get it. Anyway, you just dig a bit. And then there's what remains of Alexa Carlisle, buried in the same dress she died. Oh no, I guess slightly different outfit from the one she died in. But, like, this is a really cool thing because it means canonically, like, this does take place, like, several years after the events of the main story, which took place in 2021.
47. Devereaux mentioned Thailand. Now I know why. She was part of the liberation cult you neutralized. We need to be extremely delicate here.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, as Diana just said, there's not only a connection to the main mission, but there's also a connection to the Patient Zero DLC campaign they made for Hitman 2016. So, like, that was released, though, in 2017, I think. So, it's only, like, a 9-year continuation of a storyline, but still very cool that they even bothered doing that. And by the way, if you know about the ring, you can dig in the graveyard immediately to get the ring and then open this up, and Lilith will just kind of awkwardly instantly teleport down here, which is pretty dumb. But I guess that's how they thought was best to design the mission.
How far down does this go?
13.9 meters. Feels further. The elevator is slow.
Good Lord, who's that?
Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Herb, resident intelligence system here at the lab.
And you can hear me?
Yes, and And may I say, your voice carries a wonderful air of competent authority.
Thank you.
3 visitors in one day. That hasn't happened since... Well, anyway. Welcome.
Yeah, but I mean, this mission just has so much unique, cool, high-effort stuff put into that. Like, see that elevator? That's the first ever working elevator in the World of Assassination trilogy that they ever managed to make. Or Lilith having female guard AI for the very first time.
Sorry it's not very cozy. We weren't expecting people. It's been years since Zachary left. It's fine. I'm fine.
And they just built this whole new underground area.
To study the virus, then. Hate to be a bore, but please follow containment protocol at all times. The rules are in place for everyone's safety.
Well, now, this part isn't new. This is copy and pasted assets from Sapienza's lab, but it's still very cool copy and pasted assets nonetheless. Like, it would be great if there were actually a few NPCs down here to sneak around or interact with, but there aren't, unfortunately. There's all this science-y tech mumbo-jumbo here, and some recordings.
Hi, Zachary, it's me. No, you don't love talking face to face, so leaving you a message. Got an update on that virus we inherited along with the biosphere assets. Obviously, it's still dangerous. The rats keep exploding after a couple of days. It's really getting to hurt. Anyway, here's the thing. We completed the genetic analysis, and that, in the right hands, this virus could be re-engineered into a cure for any number of diseases. We've reached the limit of what we can do. So we need to take a sample out of the lab and get it to our contacts in Zurich. If it's done securely, I'm confident there'll be no issues. Okay? Let me know what you think. See you soon.
Yeah, so just a bunch of really cool, brand new lore. In addition to the usual, like, new target dialogue, new voice lines. They had David Bateson say as Agent 47. So just a very cool, very high-effort mission.
Rest assured that the virus is safely contained. There was an attempted breach some time ago, but I took the necessary steps to lock it down. It's just what I do.
Yeah. Very necessary steps. And again, though, I'm just like to keep on pointing out that this is something that if you followed the usual elusive target system, which incentivizes you to do it as fast and easily as possible, you would never see this at all. Ugh. Well, doesn't sound like he had a very good day. Is there a third dictaphone?
Let us share information about ourselves to strengthen our bond. I'll go first. I am the world's first true biocomputer, made by Biosphere. Who made you?
Can I?
Personal question. Sorry, I will lighten the mood with some fun facts about the nightshade virus. Fun fact number 1. When allowed to gestate for 48 hours, it has a 100% fatality rate. Wow.
Yeah, I guess they just did a bunch of herb lines for this room.
Why I have to be such a stickler for the rules.
I honestly haven't heard any of these.
The virus is over 5,000 years old and was originally used to wipe out an entire local population for their land. You probably did not, as that is classified information.
Yeah, I guess it's just comic relief sort of thing. Oh, and you'll see the point of the gas mask in a bit, Romer. But anyway, just a lot of stuff. Like, look at all this. Like, they even built this whole side area with stuff. There's absolutely nothing over here. No point to any of this, really, but it's just for flavor and decoration. And it's really cool.
That seems like a very bad idea. Can I speak to Zachary? Checking diagnostics and... Yeah. You've hurt my feelings.
Mr. Reaper, I wasn't anticipating you.
Few people do. But you were different.
Perhaps a part of me did know. After all, it's poetic, isn't it? The man who delivered my father, Oybek Nabazov, to his death, come to witness the birth of his new world. Nightshade unleashed, millions set free. Doesn't it excite you? Even a little? The thought of killing on such scale.
For me, death is not personal.
Then, don't take this to heart. I will visit my father's prophecy upon the world and fulfill my true purpose in death.
I find I get more done by staying alive.
And I'll enjoy watching you try. Shall we return to the party? Networking is going to be so much more fun now.
You won't leave here.
Was that a threat? It might be the last threat.
I won't lie to you. You're going to die down here. I have to prevent the virus from spreading.
47, you need to find a way out, quickly.
Now, this is a very cool detail with this gas mask suit exclusive to the DLC.
Contained now. Kill a few, save a lot.
If you don't have this toxic gas will actually start damaging you, and you may actually die. And so if this was the real elusive target, I bet there's a bunch of people who actually just didn't know about this, didn't know to run quick enough to the exit, and so they wound up getting gassed to get death here. And then if you die in an elusive target, the normal elusive target, oops, that's it, no more chances. So another negative to the ET system. But anyway, so now there's a good old laser hallway. And now we see 47 just skillfully dodge the lasers like that in the most like physically active thing he's ever done, I think, across the whole Hitman series. And anyway,
Zachary must have had a contingency plan in the event of a breach. You should search his room.
that is the Hypergeohazard mission story, and so if you complete it, then you unlock the alternate starting location where you can just start and have skipped all that introduction. It's funny, the starting location says 12 minutes later, but it took me 25 minutes to get through it.
Well, that was quite the interlude. 47, we cannot allow Devereaux to spread the virus. Ensure containment by any means necessary. Ether's backup has arrived. They're locking down the manor. Plan accordingly, 47.
Yep. So now, instead of a normal elusive target, it's you gotta contain the virus by either curing or eliminating all the infected people. And yes, the infection will spread from person to person. So you gotta be quite careful.
Assessment will now take place. Do not panic. This
part of Ether's quarantine protocol. Now, step forward one at a time.
Yeah. Oh, good old Gregory got infected. Shocker, I know.
Okay, keys, check. Wallet, check. Death cult tooth. Oh, shit. Shit. Where's my tooth? Did I drop it somewhere? Oh, God, she's gonna kill me. Well, I guess that's the point. But still, it's the principle.
Yeah, so now there's other stuff too, mission stories and everything. I don't know, is the actual like mansion staff disguise like legal here? I honestly don't know because I have not engaged in this very much. No, it's still trespassing. Well, how about this guard? Yeah, so, like, I briefly engaged with this, but I just shot her and a few of her guards and the few people she infected and then ran away, and that's it. Okay, so it isn't actually dangerous. Alright, oh, that's good old Rebecca. Well, I guess we can leave her. And do I know where Oybek Nabazov's tooth is? No. Is it with you? Yep. Okay. I guess your hint is shows her in the picture. Now I could have cured her too, but I just snapped her neck. Now, another option though is to investigate the room and find a green and blue herb to make an antidote. Another really cool Resident Evil reference, just like the laser hallway, and that's because Milla Jovovich was in all those Resident Evil movies back in the day. So now, how many does that make of serum? I don't know, it doesn't say. But you can craft various things. You can craft an injectable cure grenade, remote cure gas device, the Calmer 3 cure gun, and basically that just will actually cure anyone you shoot with it. I'll get some darts too for it. I don't know if I'll use it, because I don't think curing her really matters, does it? If I hit her. Oh, well, it stops her from spreading it more, I guess. I don't think that really matters. But you can, I suppose. Alright, so there's the biohazard response team. Oh, this is locked down, huh? That long enough for a thing? No, I guess not. Oh, I'm trespassing all over this place, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, like, yeah, you can, like, just cure people, but you can also just snap their necks. I mean, that does basically the same thing. If the body doesn't glitch and for some reason not let me actually dump it in the thing. Huh. Alright. Okay. Oh yes, I have indeed played RE Requiem. It's very strange. Like, this is very clearly, they intentionally released it, like, around the time of RE Requiem. I guess to try and cash in on the hype of RE Requiem. I mean, they even said it here in Dartmoor, which is the most evil of the residents in the Hitman trilogy. But like, it's just very strange that they would do it and kill. Like, I think it probably killed a lot of the hype of this mission, releasing it so close, because like everyone's just playing Resident Evil Requiem instead. But I suppose also maybe more people come back to it. And anyway, I'm getting distracted. Bottom line with RE Requiem, I love the Grace sections and think it's like some of the best survival horror the series has seen since Resident Evil 1's remake. But the Leon sections were very disappointing to me, especially after how good RE4 Remake handled Leon's gameplay. Like, I just did not like Leon's half much at all.
Sister, I know a way out of here.
Show me, now. You, stay here with the others.
But we're meant to die together. Remember? You said I was your favorite.
I've never said that in my life. Enjoy your death, won't you?
Yeah, so I guess with this, now we got Lilith, and yeah, I guess she just doesn't care, huh? Okay.
Target down. Lilith Devereaux is no more, but we still need to contain the virus.
Yeah. But again, like, see, with this whole virus thing, like, if you actually do the mission story, then now you gotta deal with all the virus infected people. Where you wouldn't if you had just done and eliminated her before the going into the basement and all that. So it's just very weird. I'm gonna get spotted if I do this, aren't I? No, I guess not. Well, I'll take it. So, I guess let's deal with Gregory. He doesn't seem to be doing much. Oh. He doesn't even have a guard now. Huh. I think there's some other mission story, though, you can also do where, like, you can have Ether themselves eliminate her depending on what you do, I think there's some like recording you can find somewhere, and then Ether will find her and eliminate her. But I don't know really about that mission story, so I'm not gonna bother with it. These guys seem very isolated. Huh. I guess they only have a select few people actually spread the virus, just so it's easier for you to deal with it. But anyway, I would like to point out, I love the unique, like, infected effect they put on NPCs. That's another brand new thing specially made for this mission. Well, if she's just gonna be, like, here, I mean, I might as well just try and find some more herbs. I don't know for sure where more herbs are. I am assuming there will be some in the greenhouse, because that seems incredibly obvious to have some herbs hidden in the greenhouse. But of course, they're watching. So, yeah, got a blue herb and got a green herb. I love that they even just did blue and green and didn't put red herbs. At least I don't think there's red herbs in the map, because all you need to cure poison in Resident Evil is just a blue and a green. Unless you're RE3 Remake, in which case your infection gets cured just by a red herb. Huh. Or just a green herb. But okay, so hopefully I can just make a cure gas grenade and then be good. So see, I didn't need to eliminate every target. But like, just the new lighting just looks so good in this mission too. I love like the pale blue reflection on the floorboards. And then even just like the very late evening sort of aesthetic going on. It's great. Again, brand new stuff exclusive to the Elusive Target mission. And so hopefully with just making the remote cure device, it works. I want to place it down though first. Yeah, good. Because you never know, with the normal emetic gas device, you can place it down as a guard without people being alerted, but you never know, they might have changed it. And so I hope like this will just do it and be it. Oh, there's even a box, so it's very easy to actually kill her if you want to kill her. But oh well, I'll cure her. She can live another day.
I'm transferring your money now.
I wonder if you kill her after you cure someone, will you lose Silent Assassin? I'd assume so. And maybe even lose the target's only complication. But now, one negative of the mission is just there's only the one exit way over there, unless you've passed into the second phase with all these like patrolling guards moving around. and then there's this chopper exit that appears. But like in the main mission, there's the bridge here, which they just, I guess, deleted for this mission. I don't know why, but they did. And, well, I guess the funeral hearse on the other side being gone makes sense. But still, I think they could have done a bit better with exits, had them a bit more convenient. I think I'm allowed to just approach the chopper, right? Good. Okay. Well, it was far from a fast time, but it was a pretty solid completion of the mission. I hope it was a good showcase showing off some of the depth it had, and just that they give such creative stuff going on and variety and how you approach the targets. It's just so great. I guess I did so good it doesn't even want to show me my leaderboard position. Yep, so that's cool. And now, how did someone do it in 7 seconds? I know some speedrunners are insane, like, for how fast they can pull stuff off, but how is it possible that someone was able to start clear at the far motorcycle end and somehow, I guess, snipe her at such a great distance to be able to do it in 7 seconds? I doubt very much that's a real, actual sort of completion thing. I should show off some of the other stuff for the DLC too. Honestly, I was planning on getting the DLC on my own later on, but I just didn't because I wanted to save up money in case Nitrome. Oh, you would think hackers are banned, but there's really no good way of reporting on it. Like, if you go to leaderboards and just go, like, you see people do them super fast, and there's no real way to tell who's real and who's not. Like, see here, 3 separate leaderboard times for Sprut. Now that should factually be impossible, because as far as I know, each account only is able to have 1 position on the leaderboard, and if you do better, then that'll be your new save time on it. And if you do worse, then it just won't change your position at all on the leaderboard. Now, I don't doubt that probably some of these are actually legitimate, but there's just no way to tell who's a really talented speedrunner and who is actually cheating. And they don't really care about it, but leaderboards are something that's justified for why the game has to be always online. Because, like, there is a ton of content in the game, but all these challenges, you can't complete them if you aren't connected to the internet. All these unlocks, oh, I guess it's glitching and not displaying the unlocks, but I assure you they aren't available offline either. The extra escalations, those aren't offline. The bonus side stuff like Holiday Hoarders, that's not available offline. The extra contracts mode isn't available offline, which at least makes sense because it's contracts. But also Freelancer, such a great mode, that's not online. That's only online, that's not offline. Sniper Assassin, not so great mode, but still kind of fun. That's not available offline. And the ET Arcade, this is not available on if you aren't online either. Even if you actually have these DLCs you paid money for. Just strange. But anyway, as I was about to say before I got distracted, the other items you get are this Bartoli 7S Lucky Knight, which is the gun that she would actually use in the mission. I briefly picked it up, but I didn't show it off. It's just a better Bartoli. I think it's the first ever silenced Bartoli they've given in the game. Well, I think the concrete. Is that a Bartoli? It might be a Bartoli. But otherwise it's mostly been other stuff. So that at least they did add more of a magazine for it, so it does actually have some uniqueness. And then the second item you get is the Sickle Sacrificus, which is just a basic melee item. I'm not sure what it's from. It's some Milla Jovovich like movie or something that it's referencing. I forget what it is though. And then also you get a very cool item, the Mini Pass, which is a reference to the multi-pass from The Fifth Element, which I think was one of Milla's like breakout roles. So that's pretty cool, and that's actually very unique in that there are these other disposable scramblers and key hackers that hack keycard doors, but with the Mini Pass it's legal to do it. With these it's illegal to do it, but with the Mini Pass you can get in. So that's why they only gave it 2 instead of 3. And then of course there's also the suit, the breach response gear, which has some slight gameplay in that you don't get killed by the gas if you're wearing the breach response gear. I don't know if you can get infected while wearing the suit too. I suppose I should have shown that off. Oh well. Can't show everything off. And honestly, I don't even think I needed to show off the mission at all. Like, if I wanted to, I could have just been streaming Hitman World of Assassination for anything else. And it would still count, I believe, for the rewards. Because my hope is that I am, like, by doing this, it does actually allow me to have a few keys for the DLC to give away, and an exclusive duck and all that. I don't know if it will, but I'm hoping so. And anyway, also you unlock some various new stuff for Freelancer if you have the Patient Zero Requiem DLC too. So there's this cosmetic. It doesn't do anything. You can rake, but it's just the nice, like, cool blue, red, and green herb reference. Would be nice if you could create like some sort of like poison or something with them, but oh well. And then there's also the music they made for Patient Zero Requiem you can have playing in the background of the safe house. Is that it? I guess it is. You can get a lion. Oh, you can even sit down on the lion chair. I'm an idiot. That's not a lion, that's a tiger. It's very obviously a tiger. What am I saying? Oh. Here, this is notable because they haven't actually ever had any alternate cosmetics here, but now they put some in. So you can have either like this, which is the base game one, where you pull it and it's like a fridge that opens and closes. And then there's this, which is the bookshelf from the mission. So that's really cool, you know. That's a cool new addition. And yeah, 47 does have a safe house with Freelancer. This is far from the actual, like, bread and butter of Freelancer. That's the missions, but as you complete missions, you unlock a bunch of... Again, I don't know why, but I think it's some mod I have that's causing the mastery rewards to glitch out somewhat. But basically, you unlock a bunch of cosmetics. And then there's also seasonal cosmetics, like, see, here's eggs for Easter, and that. Just a bunch of fun stuff to decorate. There's a little bat flying for Halloween. And the Christmas one actually gives snow. But, I don't know what it means, new. It, like, said new cosmetic, but what new cosmetic? I don't follow. Maybe it's just something I haven't actually changed yet. Oh, that's from the M&M DLC they did last December. So I guess I hadn't actually selected that yet here. I don't know. But what else? Is there any more that's actually new for Patient Zero Requiem? That's M&M. That's nothing. Huh. Well, I'm not sure. That might be it for the Safe House cosmetics. Oh. Aha! There is a whole new car. You get a little ether car with sirens on it. I wonder if those sirens actually, like, will flash when driving. Can always check, I suppose. I guess I'll do one freelancer mission. If it's an easy one. I honestly, like, I loved Freelancer so much, but it's just the type of thing you only want to play in bursts. Yeah, I'm at Prestige level 10. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have very many of the cosmetics. But how do you, oh yeah, that's how they added to change the page, as the cool, like, feature is with each celebrity DLC you also are able to find and use those weapons in Freelancer. So, okay, here's a closer look at the mini pass, which is very faithful to how it looked in the Fifth Element, which is just great, and it even, once again, has the joke of 47 weighing 47 kilograms. and stuff. Ian has a UPC on the back, which I think is 47's barcode himself. He has on, that's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, so like Freelancer, it's just so fun, and it offers pretty much infinite like playability, you know, but it's just quite long, you know, like it's such a huge time sink. And why the heck is it time to get disguises selected? I don't know. I guess because all of the stuff is kind of bad. But I guess I'll do collateral kill firearms, because it's kind of a roguelike. I guess that's how they advertise it. It's not much of a roguelike though. Oh no, that's just Eminem stuff. But you can do it indefinitely, and however long you want. Let's do a silly suit. Yeah, the Club Boom DJ suit. There. And it just takes so long. Like, that's the thing. Like, I would love to actually, like, play this game on the channel and, like, go through and do everything in it. But, man, that would just take me forever to do. Like, the only viable option, I think, is really just live streaming it often, but I don't know that I want to really do a live stream, like, constantly. Even just doing a few hours every weekend, it would take me years to get through all the stuff. So, I don't know. But if IO are gonna give me free DLC keys, then absolutely I will live stream like as often as they keep on giving stuff.
Welcome to Chongqing. Syndicate members are currently in the
I don't know, I'm having fun doing it, you know, but
good luck.
It's just very hard on my voice, you know, like recording sessions. Yeah, I'll do maybe 3 hours of recording, maybe on a real good day. But even then, that takes quite a lot out of my voice. Where here, I'm a lot more self-conscious about dead air and that, and don't want it to happen all the time. I didn't even check what my objectives were. Huh. Probably should do that before starting the mission. Oh well. And yeah, I'm going around the long way to get in there just because I don't want to actually distract that woman by climbing down, and I worry she might try and grab my briefcase and take it to a guard because, oh, that's mysterious.
Yes, got it. 0118.
She can open the door for me at least. That's something she can do.
Please follow the grey line to security check. Thank you.
Security protocol overruled.
Oh, I thought the guard was here. Oh, he's on the other side. Okay. And that's the thing too, like, if I did actually spend all, like, I'd say at a very conservative estimate for me to do everything in this game, at least all the main mission content, not anything in Freelancer, it would probably take like a good 200, 300 hours for me to do it all the way through. Oh, hey, man. Oh, yeah. Well, in case you missed the big Patient Zero Requiem stuff, at least me going through it, if you want, you can just rewind and check it out later when it's, like, active. But, like, yeah, that was a real immense honor that I actually got my challenges added to the game. And honestly, like, since then, they really have not done very many actual challenges that were suggested from users. So I'm very surprised and pleased that I managed to actually have mine added to the game. I think my name's still in the credits.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow.
And I'm just realizing I'm not gonna be able to poison my target real well, am I? Huh? Ugh. Not a great target. Oh well. You know, that's the thing too. Like, if I were to stream Freelancer regularly, I don't know how good it would be, because I am insanely patient. Like, if I was just playing on my own, I would take the time to specifically, like, get the chloroform and then throw it at her so I could poison the target, and then figure out a way to isolate them with coin lures to get the collateral kill firearms and that. But that is just so much, like, of time, and that would not be very entertaining. Like, it's just so much easier to just do that. You see?
You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later.
I should have brought the briefcase. Oops. See, that's what I get for trying to rush through stuff, and then I can't. Okay, now, if I can remember where the heck Rusty Crowbar is here on Chongqing in the actual Freelancer version of the map. Oof. That's another thing. Like, I love having hitmaps.com open. That's such a great resource. You can just look up any mission and see where all the items are and everything. Okay, good. There is a crowbar here. But you couldn't really do that while I'm streaming. You know, I would have to pause and shift tab out of the menu and then go to the other one. And I just don't really want to do that. So, I don't know, like, what, do you have any suggestions of stuff I should do for the rest of the stream? I got some featured contracts I've forgotten to, like, actually do. I could do some of those, or I could, I guess, do some more Freelancer. I don't know. I really don't want to actually end the stream quite yet. But that's the thing. Like, my issue is on my main account, I've just completed so much that there's not a whole lot left for me to do.
Excellent, 47. If you feel the urge to do a little interior decorating, please do so.
Anyway, I got through it not well, not doing very much. Okay, I'll do more freelancer. I'm trying to think, do I have any of the mods installed? We'll know for a fact if I do or not here. Because I used to have the Rogueless Freelancer mod installed, which just gave a ton of money. So, let's see. Yep, I still have that installed, which is kind of an exploit, but after I've done so much in Freelancer, you know, I just don't want to just go through the trouble. Because, oh boy, is it an insane grind. I've done all 10 of these prestige levels legit, but to prestige, you gotta get all the weapons, buy every single one, or get them as rewards, including these, but not the thematic ones here, which are DLC, and not the thematic ones here, which are the celeb DLCs. But it's just quite a lot. And in fact, prestiging gets tougher the more DLCs you actually own, because then it becomes rarer. You'll find the weapons you actually need and instead find these, which don't count for prestiging at all. And so I really wish they would at least change it to be like you get like just 90% of all total weapons and you're able to prestige then. That would make a lot more sense to me. And good, I do have a rare melee and everything here. Probably should look for that before actually picking the thing. Oh well. Oh, I got the water canister. I'm gonna ask you, Roamer Monkey,
Bon voyage,
would you like to have a copy of Hitman World of Assassination? Because I think if all goes well with this stream, they will give me a key for the full game. And so, since you're such helpful, I would honestly say a helpful friend of the channel, I offer it to you before anyone else.
Find the person and, well, you know the drill. Don't disappoint, 47.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's the problem with Bangkok, is, like, the targets in Bangkok sometimes are just absolutely awful. Like, look at that. Right in the public area. Probably not gonna move to anywhere else. I did not bring along a ducky because I don't have a ducky. Well, we can check, go around and see. Yeah, now that is a type of target. Okay, well, it might not even work out properly that I get the key. I'm not sure. But if there are any, for anyone watching this in the future, if there are any keys or DLCs or anything like that available, they will be in the description of this live stream noted, and how to actually get them. Like, I think you're supposed to do like a big promotional giveaway and that, but I don't really know how big of a promotion giveaway I can do with my viewership. I mean, I will say for Hitman, like, it does offer so much insane amounts of content, even in just the main mission stuff. But then you add in all the side missions, and it's just a whole other level. Okay, well, I will email it to you if all goes well. Do you want a Patient Zero Requiem DLC too? Because they might give me some more keys for that. Again, though, if it works, like, I haven't really checked. Honestly, I should check at least. I don't know. I will be right back, and this gives me a chance to test out the be right back screen to see if it's working properly. So I'm just checking to see if any of the rewards or whatever are tracked. So I'll be back in maybe a minute, maybe less. Okay, I should hopefully be talking again. No, there doesn't seem to be anything updated. It might be I need to finish the stream before anything triggers, or it might mean I need to work on some stuff to get the rewards unlocked. So, I don't know. It might not happen, but if it does, I will leave a comment somewhere and let you know and email the stuff to you. And yeah, I did use Prime Suspects music. I didn't know what else to use, so my stream starting music is Madame Fate, and it's even purple color coded, and my stream outro music is orange, and it's Huntsville music. I just needed something that would sound good for background audio and isn't copyright claimed on YouTube, so that's why I went with that. So if I do ever become a giant, like, major streamer... Oh! The woman actually does go back Oh. And I run right into the stupid Mrs. Mookjai, who is the owner of Bangkok and can see through pretty much every disguise. Somehow, though, I still have not blown my disguise. I don't know how getting seen by her didn't blow my disguise, but it didn't. Oh, is she leaving right now? Please come here. Ah, too late. Well, I guess that's the strategy, though, is just do that. Alright, so I will try and do my usual take your time and such to try and plan. I don't know, I assume in her route she will go and come back again to that spot so I can coin lure her. But I guess for now I will keep you entertained by just conking a lot of people over the head and just setting up a pile of bodies in the freezer and do that. Ooh, it can get the guard. Now, to my knowledge, the windows here are not see-through. They're what I like to call fake windows. Like, yeah, they do let you see through them, but NPCs, I don't think, see through the glass here. Or, like, through here. Or maybe it's just the carefully placed crates, but like I know, for example, in Paris, like, those windows are a bunch of fake windows, too. Okay, I apologize if you heard that burp. That was a big one. I tried to hold it in as best I could. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like, in my recording, I've conditioned myself to burp as loud as possible, so that way it's very obvious in the recording, and I can just quickly go back and edit it out. But here, there's no such luck, so I gotta go against my instincts when playing a game and do it. Okay, good. See, that's the thing too, like with Freelancer, you know, it's just not as exciting as whole new missions with interesting targets that have their own voice acting and lore and a bunch of stuff. Like, see, why should I care about eliminating Elise von Patrice? I don't know. Well, now I've at least... I guess there wasn't such a big pile of bodies, just one body. But I've at least cleared a path for her when she hopefully comes back here. If... Oh, looks like she will. Maybe. Well, in the meantime, I can try for getting this safe.
No way.
if I can find where the laptop or iPad or whatever is that has the data. Man, that's weird that it's so far away from the safe. Like, usually they balanced it where like the safe is super close. Hitman World of Assassination is not Hitman 3. It was Hitman 3. I think even in the Steam library it still says Hitman 3. Somewhere it still says Hitman 3. But they updated the game because it always had the option for if you owned Hitman 2016 or 2, you could get access to those missions for free in Hitman 3. Otherwise, you could pay like a nominal like $10 for unlocking them as DLC. Since this freelancer mode launched, though, it's been rebranded as Hitman World of Assassination. So they jacked up the base price from $60 to $70, but it now includes all of the 2016 missions and most of the Hitman 2 missions in the base game Hitman World of Assassination. It is very confusing and something that still to this day is a huge meme in the community with just how many stupid additions and re-releases and such they've done for this game. But you get basically all the major content except the Hitman 2 DLC missions, which are like proper main mission sandboxes, and also some extra small special assignment missions, and 2 of the sniper assassin maps, which aren't that great. You're also missing some of the early Hitman 3 DLCs, but like those are fun, but they aren't really anything too spectacular. Okay, well, I don't care about getting the safe, and I don't care about going clear up to the top floor to get the other guy, so I'm just leaving. But key in owning just the standard edition, you do get full access to the freelancer bonus mode with it. The other Hitman 3 DLCs that aren't part of the Hitman World of Assassination are the 7 Deadly Sins DLCs, which are just very short missions that are on the Hitman 3 locations, and they're based on each of the 7 Deadly Sins. I like Lust a lot, but the other 6 kind of range from meh or fun for one playthrough or downright infuriating. Like, I hate Wrath a lot. It's not hard, but it's just an incredible time sink if you don't want to risk dying and having to start the whole thing over again. And then you're also missing the Hitman 3 Deluxe DLCs, which are not to be confused with the Hitman World of Assassination Deluxe Pack. The Hitman 3 Deluxe DLCs are 6 small escalation missions on Hitman 3 maps, but those are actually themed around like older Hitman games, which is kind of cool. I don't have much experience with the older Hitman games. I own all of them on Steam because they go for absolutely dirt cheap, but I really have not done them very much, or at all, really. But that's all you're missing from the standard edition. And you can buy each of those 3 DLC packs for $10 each if you want. I'd only recommend the Hitman 2 expansion because New York and Haven Island are really fun maps. I love Haven especially, but the other stuff isn't very good. I guess I'll keep this stuff. Why not? Like, it's good on sale if you can get it on sale. And yeah, I'd say it's worth the $10. It's certainly better. They were like $20 or $30, I think, when they first released the DLCs, but it's just a mess. And then there's, of course, all the celebrity DLCs, which they have a celebrity bundle of the first 3 they made, but then they never did any more bundles, and now some of them are time limited where you can only buy them at certain times, and it's just a mess.
Welcome to Paris. Good work.
And then to make it even more messy, there's the
We do not know the exact identity of the target, so you'll have to do some recon.
Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition, which is only on the Nintendo Switch 2, and that had some Mario themed items as a pre-order DLC bonus that I don't know if they'll ever bring back as a proper DLC, but more than likely it'll remain exclusive to the Switch 2 if they do ever bring it back. But confusingly, the deluxe edition of Hitman World of Assassination is $100 on all platforms except Switch 2, where the Signature Edition is the equivalent of the deluxe edition, but it's only $70 for the full game. So you get a slightly better deal by getting a bunch of expansions for cheaper with the base game if you get the Switch 2 version. But I don't know how many people even own a Switch 2. And that's all I gotta say about that. It's a huge mess. I really wish they would make it easier, but they seem to have no inclination to do so at any time. Like, it should honestly be just, you have the main game and it includes all the previously released expansions, and then just like a big celebrity bundle with all the celebrity DLCs and that, but they aren't doing that. And I don't know that they'll ever do that. So it's just kinda awkward. Sorry if I'm not explaining much about the map itself, because I've played it so much, but this is lovely Paris, the first main story map outside of the tutorial training maps, and it is just like a quintessential map. I love Paris so much. It just shows like all the potential that the trilogy of games had. And by the way, the trilogy just recently celebrated its 10th birthday, because the first episode of Hitman 2016, released obviously in 2016, came out March 11th, I believe, 2016. So this map specifically is 10 years old at this point. I guess I'll get the concussion grenade.
Money? I got merchandise.
Yes.
Ooh, I can get the sickle sacrificus. Yeah, I gotta buy that. But now, see, this is my point about DLC items kind of cluttering stuff up. Like the sickle, that doesn't count for prestige. This DLC scrap gun, that doesn't count for prestige. This DLC shotgun, that doesn't count for prestige. But these 3 items will. So just very questionable game design.
You need more. Oh, you just come back.
Okay, well, anyway, I've geared up now. There wasn't any emetic stuff. There is the proximity duck. I could just say forget Silent Assassin. The target is in the garden there, so I guess I can maybe do a gas lamp heater explosion, even though that'll ruin my precious perfect shooter objective, which is only worth 500, which is crazy when you consider how like difficult it can sometimes be to actually do it. Like you have a propane flask and just want to explode it right there. Nope, you can't do that because that loses it. Oh, there's the guard too. Okay, well, in all honesty, if worse comes to worse, I do have the proximity duck. Oh, by the way, Romer, I noticed that even when live streaming, the live chat is a separate option from the top chat. So that means that there's a chance that, like, if I had chosen the top chat, you would have gotten, like, censored a ton like YouTube loves to do for many of your other comments on it. I don't know if you would, but knowing this stupid game, their chances are far from zero. Well, I don't know. I am almost ready to just... Ooh, can I just push the guy? Will I be able to push the guy? Oh, please say I can. Oh, that's lovely. That's beautiful right there. Ha! And there's his stupid assassin. Not a very good bodyguard. All right.
Well done.
Okay, well that's good to know for the top chat, but you never know with stupid YouTube. It seems like every few months YouTube introduces something incredibly stupid and something I don't want at all. Like, I notice in the options I could have an AI generated summary of the live chat, and it's like, why would anyone want that? Like, who cares? Literally, who cares if you join a live stream and don't want to look back through the live chat? Who cares about older messages? About where the conversation has been, like, over the past 15 minutes? That seems incredibly dumb to me.
Good job, 47. You eliminated the Syndicate. But this is only the tip of the iceberg. They have more affiliations.
All
Eliminate
right.
them to bring them down on their knees. Let me know when you are ready.
Well, it's a new syndicate, so generally I like to change suits every syndicate. Yeah, the suit selection process is just kind of random. Sometimes, like, I'm in the mood, I really feel a specific suit. Other times, I don't. Oh, yeah, also you get some suits and items with the 7 Deadly Sins and Hitman 3 Deluxe DLCs. Probably should have mentioned that. These are the outfits you get for them. There! I like the Deluxe Edition ones. The Deadly Sins, not so much. But you know what? I will do the Rapacious suit gotten for Greed. Just because it's so over the top and comical. I love wearing it in really bright, sunny maps because that really makes it funny. Okay, and now to choose a new syndicate. Yeah, there are certain maps like I just hate for Freelancer. I don't really choose syndicates based on the objectives. I choose them more based on the locations. Like Isle of Scale, I'm not too keen on, but I can do it. Marrakesh, I hate. Oh, that's lovely. That's a great selection. Colorado, no. I don't want to do Colorado and Freelancer. It's not even that it's significantly harder, it's just because there's so many guards. If you die in Colorado, if you mess up, I should say, in Colorado, it's a lot more likely you'll die than in some of the other ones. Oh, that's perfect. Dehydrated and going to Mendoza. That's what I like to see. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Sometimes there's, like, a bunch of conflicting objectives. I can do timed hide and seek, I think. Just fine. Like, I get it. You need to choose your maps more carefully, but like in hardcore mode, for example, the prestige yellow objectives are mandatory and you gotta do them, or else you'll fail and have to restart from the beginning. But, oh, wrong one. Here, it's not as important, but still kind of annoying. Like, sometimes you can get the open safe explosive objective or a super tough one, like going for Silent Assassin, and it's just not possible because none of the locations have any safes that spawn. I don't need to get a shotgun and bring it along.
Have a good trip.
It'll be obvious when getting to good old New York. And hey, Romer, now this can be a good showcase of New York, so you can see New York. That's one of the 2 DLC maps that you don't get with the Hitman Standard Edition. But thankfully in Freelancer you're able to play these missions as much as you want, even if you don't own the relevant DLC, which is a very nice feature. I love that they were at least generous enough to, I guess, show them off to people. Same with Haven Island. You can't do the main mission or contracts on it or anything, but you can do it more here. Was that a proper pistol I needed? I don't know. Oh, yeah, it was. Good. I get kind of distracted sometimes. Yeah. New York it's kind of a small map. I'd say in terms of surface area, it's probably the smallest. Like, I'm talking length, width, and height. Like, some maps are big but not very high, and some are kind of small but more vertical, but this one I think is the smallest of any of them. But it is still a very fun map. I love New York. And also it's notable for being the only Hitman map in the trilogy to actually be entirely indoors. There's no outdoor section or even just like an open air balcony.
Come on, no way.
Anyway, like here, down here is a very easy high security guard disguise to get. And then you also can get the vault key card from him. I think I picked it up, yeah. And then there's also these IT guys down here. And it's a reference to the British sitcom The IT Crowd, with their names and stuff like the keep calm, make sure you debug. That's kind of a British reference. And I think in their dialogue they will eventually say, have you tried turning it off and on again? I think. But that's the thing too, like there's just so much rich dialogue with everyone speaking, but it's just tough sometimes to pay attention to it, and sometimes the subtitles kind of bug out because they only will appear for certain ones, not others. Okay. So now this is how you deal with the guards here in the basement. You just poison the ventilation, and then you poison them, and then they all get conked out. Or if you want to, you can bring along a medic poison or lethal poison too. But it's nice just getting the chloroform and then dealing with them. And now here is why I didn't need to bring a shotgun along, because there's a convenient shotgun here. And with the double door deception trick, which is what I call it, which is a callback to the hit 1960s spy spoof show Get Smart, at least in name. It really has nothing to do with the actual double door deception trick from season 4 episode 1, I believe, is when it appears in Get Smart. But you just, if you have two doors between you and any other NPCs, the NPCs will not hear even a loud, unsilenced weapon. So that makes it very easy to do eliminate guard disguise, or eliminate guard objectives here, unless you're going for eliminate guards assault rifle, because there aren't any assault rifles on the map, but there's SMGs and other stuff all over. Shotguns and pistols, and well, obviously not a sniper rifle, but other than that, pretty simple. And now, I guess to make it tougher, they eliminated the ability to turn off the lasers here if you want to rob the vault, but it's not much tougher. Like, all you need to do is trigger the alarm, and then you go about your business upstairs, taking out any targets you have or objectives, and then by the time you return back downstairs, like, they'll have all calmed down, and then you can just get your stuff. Okay, well, I could isolate her as a target. I could.
Syndicate member
Or I
eliminated.
could just do that and then just run and hide in the
I'll contact you later.
actual closet and just wait for them to calm down. Oh, they aren't even getting alerted because somehow nobody saw me shoot her right away. And so if they don't see the shot itself, they aren't nearly as alert as if they have seen it. Anyway, so now I guess I'll buy some more stuff from the supplier. I don't know where just one person can store so much stuff.
Got some cool stuff. All right.
But somehow they can. Yeah, trying to be strategic. Because you can only carry a few things. You can carry 2 weapons normally. Like one holstered behind you and then one on your back. And like with the sniper rifle, it's illegal. But if you have a briefcase with a weapon in, then one-handed weapons like the bat or the katana and that you can then get just as easily and carry 3 weapons. And I don't know why, but like I always associate playing Hitman, more specifically playing Hitman this map in New York, I always associate it with summertime, which is weird because even back when I had Hitman 2 on my PS4, I played it for the first time in the like winter, not the spring.
I guess you're right.
Or not the summer, so I don't know why I associate it with like hot summer days. But anyway, now you're in here and like they've all bagged up the bodies and stuff. And then you're able to just walk in the vault as easy as you want and get the mercies here and the mercies from the data center. Wow. 6,000 some. That's pretty lucky. I think it can go up to 7,000, but I've seen it really low, like only like 3,000 some there. But anyway, like New York is such a great map in Freelancer because not only can you get a bunch of free money like that, you can also get a bunch of free common weapons and stuff, even just like this claw hammer. Like there are hammers in every other map, but the claw hammer is the only one that actually counts for like all the weapons on your safe house wall that you can bring back to it. And I believe the claw hammer only appears in New York, and that's it, which is very strange. But anyway, that's how you do a proper run. And as you can see, you do a proper run, you can really level up your player profile quite a bit. Like, completing Freelancer missions is the easiest way to level up your player profile. Like, you can get a small amount in contracts and that, but here it's really great. But I love how much effort they put into even having a bunch of cool, unique loading screens here of 47 and various things. There's him waiting to travel, and then there's also separate cutscenes for traveling to a mission, and then there's also separate cutscenes if you actually fail a mission. And of course, I, as a pro gamer, have not seen the fail mission cutscenes very often. Okay. only thing too, though, is if you get a bunch of junk in the mission, you gotta dump it all after, once you get back. Okay. But I mean, like, as you can see, like, just to demonstrate how much, like, time it takes, like, I've been playing just Freelancer about an hour, I'd say, and I've only done 4 missions, and the missions get more and more targets and more complex as the campaign progresses, and I'm not even close to halfway done yet. And I think it's a bit too punishing for new players, where if you haven't completed, if you fail a mission or an alerted territory, then you got to go start the whole campaign over from the start. I think it would be much better if you just got a checkpoint after beating each leader. And that.
I'll be in touch when you reach your destination.
I don't even know what objectives there are for this. I was not paying attention. I probably could have brought some items along to do better. Did I even choose a prestige objective? Huh. That's the thing. When I'm streaming, I guess I just zone out.
Welcome to Thornbridge Manor. We have been informed that the syndicate is currently in operation here.
Silence pistol kill epic, which I can't do because I didn't bring a silence pistol. Eliminate guard shotgun, which I guess I can do here with an unsilenced shotgun. Explosive kill frag grenade, which I can't do because I didn't bring a frag. And poison guard, which I can't do because I didn't bring poison. Okay. Well, not my finest moment, but anyway, like, yeah, Freelancer is very punishing. On PC, I have the Rogueless Freelancer mod, which also has where territories don't get alerted automatically or anything. Or maybe I've set it to never alert the territories, but basically what happens is if you do a normal territory like this one and fail it, then you get the alert territory for remaining ones in the campaign. And what that means is it's not so fun, but all the targets can see through all guard disguises. So, like, for example, this bodyguard disguise, like, you need to approach a target with the civilian disguise, like a groundskeeper or a staff, like the cleaning staff in this map. And that's what you gotta do. And then also, if you fail an alerted territory, then that's when you start over from the start. But the kicker is, like, some territories automatically get alerted for no good reason, but I hate that so much because it just makes them a lot longer to play. A bit tougher, but long more than anything else. And anyway, this is a good showcase to show Dartmoor in its usual normal, like, aesthetic and lighting, as a contrast to how it was in Patient Zero Requiem. So very cool that they did such a different aesthetic for the mission. That's the first time with the elusive targets they've really significantly reworked the lighting.
Aaron Ford Jr. calling from Morgan Yates and Cone. I need to get a listing of asset transfers from the Carlisle.
Well, I can always hope I can buy some stuff. Because that's the thing, sometimes you can get lucky with the supplier and get the tools or weapons you need. Sometimes. Of course, the supplier doesn't sell stuff you already have back at your safe house and just were too dumb and forgot to bring along. But they will sell a ton of other, like, stuff you don't have. And I don't think I have very many, like, silenced pistols. So, hopefully it'll be good.
Hi. You need anything? I'm sure I've got it. At a price.
Excellent.
Well, there's a syringe I can use to... Ooh, there's a explosive duck. Just a rare gun. Oh, well. I'll get it all. Yeah, sure. I'll get the silenced shotgun. Or if you're a gun nut, the suppressed shotgun. I think it even says in its description. Yeah, it's a suppressor. It's not a silencer. Don't ever call a thing on the end of a gun to make it more silent a silencer. No, it's a suppressor. But it just makes it a lot easier to deal with.
Hey there. Need anything? I might have it.
Alright.
Command, thought I heard something. Checking it out, over.
Okay, can I poison the guard with the syringe? Or should I go for a better guard?
What the hell, man?
Okay. Alright, it did count already. Even though he's not in his poisoned state yet, he's in his searching state. See, now he's poisoned. And now he's dead. I guess
Good, man. Looking good.
just throw this.
Okay. Yeah, me here. Just checking out a strange sound. Over.
Oh, Alexa's coming. But I can do it in time. Now I might get miraculously lucky enough to get the frag grenade for the target. I don't know if I can get it in some random like thing. I'd love it if I could, but I can't get the silenced pistol kill. Yeah, that's funny. Like, the suppliers just do not care about any illegal actions you do. Which you'd think they would, since they're, like, still NPCs, but they don't care about much of anything. I think if someone's compromised you, because the way compromising someone works in this game is, if someone's compromised you, they'll, like, spread it to other people they pass. Kind of like, I guess, they are telling them about the maniac that's bald and wielding firearms everywhere. But other than that, I don't think they'll ever get compromised. And if you want, you can shoot them. It doesn't really do anything for you, but you can. That's well within your rights. But yeah. The thing I'd say the most about Freelancer is you gotta be patient. If you go in guns blazing, trying to shoot the targets and leave, you're gonna lose more often than not. Aw. Well, I'll take Napoleon blown apart, because at least then I don't need to waste the precious remote explosive devil rubber duck. I can just use some other one. Yeah. Because the remote explosive ducks are the best resource in this game, I'd say. Because it's a lot better to ignore some, or maybe even in the case of a particularly tough mission, all of your optional side objectives and just focus on eliminating the targets any way you can. Just waiting for that guy to turn around so he doesn't spot me opening the locked door. I don't even need to use Napoleon this time. What the heck? Let's do something more fun with her. Bye-bye. Out the window you go.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the Syndicate.
Yeah, and I've made peace with the fact I don't think I'm getting an actual, like, frag grenade. There might be some other loot chests somewhere else, but I don't care enough to find them. Best I can do is the Krugermeyer 2-2 silver.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well,
alright.
Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
And there's Alexa. She's gonna have a nasty surprise if she's going into the lawyer's room. I really should have checked my freelancer wall to see what items or weapons I had and what I didn't have yet. But I guess since I'm here, I'll just get the Bartoli hunting shotgun. And you know what? I'll break this glass too. Doesn't do anything, but I broke it. Oh, yeah. She's probably gonna go into a panic now after seeing a dead body. Ooh, no. When people act like it's their first ever dead body they see. Strange. Yeah, sometimes I skip through the end of mission, like counting up text. Oh, I don't know. At least to the end of this syndicate, so 2 more missions. Then I'll see how I'm feeling. Yeah. I don't know if I'll do a full, like, freelancer campaign with Syndicates 3 and 4 yet. Maybe Syndicate 3.
Excellent
I'll
work
just
back there,
see
47. Let me know when you're ready to continue.
how I feel. And it's hard to give an accurate prediction of time when just wondering about doing this, because there's just so much randomness, and it's great how much there is. Honestly, I guess my biggest problem is just there isn't enough like stuff added in the post launch. I don't know. Alright. Melee, and this time I'm gonna actually bring a melee. SMG to... I don't know why, but I generally prefer the DAC DTI to the DAC Covert. They're the same gun. And just to be safe, I'll bring along the Shashka, if that's how you say it. I don't... Oh, I have the Calmer now, so at least I can do an actual poison target objective easily. Is there... Oh, I don't have the lockpick yet. That's lame. I mean, the thing about Freelancer, though, is that, like, yeah, this, like, upstairs safe house is lovely to decorate and customize, but most of the time, it's better to just stay in the basement, rather than go through and do anything else. Like, up here, to choose a specific vehicle or anything, it's just a lot faster to do it on your own. So now to predict, will this actually light up when I exit with it? Who knows?
Bon voyage, 47.
Oh, that's disappointing. I was really hoping it would, but I guess come to think of it, they haven't really done anything with sirens in the whole trilogy, have they?
Welcome to the Maldives. Intel tells us that the operative syndicate members are currently in the area.
Yeah, that's the thing with the rapacious suit. It
You know what to do, 47.
just loads in at the start. Or maybe it's just my computer not being the most powerful imaginable. That might be it too.
How are you, sir?
Oh, where is that target? Oh, way over there. You know, two targets fairly close to one another, and then one clear across the map. That's the luck of the draw. Oh, I wonder what good stuff this guy'll have. Oh, really? That one person jogging is enough to make him
Wanna buy something?
not want to sell.
I got it. Aye.
Okay. Well, get the good free stuff. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I will come back for the ancestral shotgun. If I can remember it, of course.
You know where I am if you need anything else.
Well, since I'm here, I guess I might as well do this target now. I could go for suit only, I suppose, but I don't care enough to do that. So I just take the very easy guard disguise here from this guy and do it just fine. Alright. So now this guy. Pretty simple target, I think. Oh, it's not the one I was thinking of. I thought it was the guard. I guess this is a new NPC made special for this thing. Oh, I gotta be careful there, because if you try to take someone out in those bushes, those guys up there will spot you because of the stupid Haven Island view cones. I don't know why they made them so massive. I guess it's because it's the bright sunny beach. There should be able to see further, but it's just very annoying that literally no other map in the entire trilogy uses the same double distance where NPCs can spot you from further away. That just makes it super annoying doing stuff on Haven. Can this guy drink his drink any slower? I don't think it's possible.
Hello, sir.
All I'm wanting to do is just wait for him to go so I can conk him out in peace. Gotta love that clipping. Yeah, that's the thing, like, in some aspects the game's decently well crafted. Like, I love how absolutely smooth the game runs generally, even on my GTX 1060, but other times there's just huge frame drops. Oh, you're back, Romer. Do you have any other preferred name besides Romer for me to call you, or is Romer fine? Or maybe you'd prefer Monkey as the name. Oh. Really? They can't hear that? Okay.
We might have a possible disturbance. I'm moving to investigate. Keep you posted.
I don't have any coins, do I? Well, you know what? I kinda spent time trying to isolate her, but she's becoming too annoying for me, so... There you go. Take the little devil duck and There you go. Because, see, the beauty of remote explosives is it's a guaranteed 100% kill, assuming the proper target picks it up. Oh. Now, see what I mean? You should not just use anything. You should explore a bit better. Because if I had explored slightly sooner, I would have found that and been able to use that on her instead of wasting the devil dot. Them's the breaks, I suppose. Oh, and anyway, Romer, now I am on Haven, the other DLC map for Hitman 2. Once again, something that you can do in Freelancer even without owning the DLC. I'm curious, like, because with the celeb ETs, they've been doing them on a different map every time. I wonder if they'd ever do a DLC celebrity elusive target on one of these maps that are already DLC themselves. That doesn't make much sense, but they might sometime. Now, can I place it in the water? No, I cannot. But I can place it here, right?
Oh, huh. Wow, Julio.
And then it plays the French anthem. I don't remember. Is it La Marseillaise? Is that what it's called? I don't know because I'm not French. Ooh. Now, it seems like you can just calmly walk over to the island, but I am not going to do that. I'm going to take the long way around because it's just so tough to know. That part there specifically is very wonky, where sometimes, oh, the guy's coming off the island, but that bridge part there, I don't know what triggers it. Sometimes the guards get alerted if you cross. Even, okay, good. I didn't insult the entire nation of France just then, but like, you gotta be very careful on the bridge, because sometimes the guards will just attack you for some reason. I don't know why, but they will. Oh. Well, I hope... Okay, good. It did hit the guy. Whew. I was worried it didn't.
Bro, give me a solid. Check that out, will you? I hear you.
Huh?
Say hello to your breakfast.
At least he says he's poisoned, so hopefully he'll actually be poisoned.
I got nothing.
Yep, whatever.
Is he poisoned? Yeah, he's going over. That's the thing too. Sometimes it's kind of glitchy where people who are poisoned won't do their, oh, I'm sick, I gotta throw up animation. What triggers it? Don't know. But sometimes it just doesn't work.
Well done, 47. This will surely
And
be
now,
a
unlike on the other Paris and that, I think those slats are visible. Like, people will see you from the outside, but it's just so rare for people to actually walk over there that it's a good, safe strategy. Boy, I would love if a Seeker's in here, but it's not. So, got the targets dealt with. What is she doing? She in the bathroom? Okay, well, for that weirdness, oh no, just over there. I might regret this very much.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, Footer.
Okay. Oh. I about forgot. Silly me.
Excellent work, 47. You've stood
And that's
clear
the thing.
of Syndicate.
If you
Return to safe house.
forget and leave the mission on accident without eliminating all your targets, then oops, you failed the mission. So that's the only thing downside to the duck strategy, is you need to actually think about the duck. Oh, I should have done Haven for the last one. Because on the main mission of Haven, there's a really cool feature where it gets stormier when you eliminate more of the main mission targets, and then by the time all 3 of them are eliminated, it's like really stormy instead of the nice sunny thing it is usually. But here on Freelancer, it's always nice and sunny unless you have a showdown on Haven. Then they'll actually make it stormy as a fun little Easter egg. Well, I'm not going to do any of this, so what do I care? Yeah, just do that. Dump my junk off, in particular the concussion grenade. Can't believe I still don't have a lockpick, like the proper lockpick. Oh, and by the way, I know I probably shouldn't be asking it now, like almost 3 hours into the actual stream, but I'm assuming the audio levels are good where you can hear both my voice and the game audio nicely.
Have a good trip.
Probably should have checked that like when I started and not this point, but oh well. Okay, that's good to know.
Argentina. We now know the leader's current location. However,
oh, by the way, yeah, I got the rogueless freelancer on, so that means I don't need to bother trying to look for the correct suspect.
We also know that they have gray hair.
Because basically, the suspects have a bunch of characteristics and that you're supposed to narrow down and search from a pool of like 4, 6, or 9, and then find out who the true person really is, and then only eliminate them. But thanks to me having like the rogueless freelancer on, I don't need to do that. I can instead just have only the true leader highlighted. Which again, like, it's not hard, it's just for the sake of speeding things up, you know. I really ought to have the Freelancer Variations mod installed to where that, like, has a bunch of variations of not just, like, based on the main mission, but a whole bunch of cool bonus missions with alternate times of day and everything, including even some of the elusive target missions. But I just totally forgot to do it because it needs some third-party SDK, I think, to work on. The official servers, it works great on Peacock, but not the official game. I don't know what SDK stands for either, by the way, but I think that's what I need.
For 4 decades, I served the law.
And anyway, this is my usual go-to strategy for Mendoza.
The land of Mendoza longs to take one.
Is just get the emetic poison from there, or there's an emetic flower on that cliff up there. And then just going into the vineyard and making some lethal poison here. But of course here, you gotta be careful not to have the remote emetic gas device in your inventory, or sometimes Stupid 47 will actually make that into lethal poison instead of just the rat poison. Which is very annoying when it happens. But I love Mendoza for showdowns. It can get kind of hectic on hardcore and later difficulties that have more lookouts that'll snitch on you because they kind of get cramped in this area. But for the most part, it's pretty good, and since you can get this waiter disguise that's super powerful, can allow you to legally poison anything and go in pretty much all the areas the targets can sometimes go to on their route.
Sorry I'm late. Hi there.
Are they making an exchange? Could be of interest, 47.
Here. No, I need your guarantee.
So now all I need to do is just search for where the heck this guy takes a drink from, since he's dehydrated. Yeah, dehydrated. And so then I can just poison it and easily eliminate him, even if he potentially had an annoying like assassin guarding him or whatever. That doesn't matter, because with a poison kill you can just do it from far away.
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate from Kent. Ran one of our interrogation lab sites.
Alright, I'm assuming this is his drink. Oh, see, good I didn't assume, because he was going straight for it like it was his drink, and I would have wasted the lethal poison on it. So that's why sometimes gotta be careful. But it's just, showdowns are just so much waiting if you gotta actually track down the correct target, because it's already a lot of waiting just doing this. Oh, but there is an exploit I think still in the game. Yeah, where if you have objectives set to, what's the actual thing? I forget. Objectives set to auto. If you have them set to auto and run into the correct target, it will make the objectives pop up. But if you run into a suspect who isn't a target, it won't make it pop up. So that's a little exploit to find who the correct target is, even if you don't got a mod. And honestly, I hope they never patch it out, because what harm does it do? You know, it only harms people if they choose to use it themselves. And even then, I wouldn't say it's much of a harm to them. But that's the trick.
mysterious ways.
So now I've essentially beaten the mission already, but sometimes, like, their routes take them so long to drink if they're dehydrated or eat if they're a foodie. Like, it's insane sometimes. Like, it'll take like 10 plus minutes just for them to come back around in their cycle to their proper thing and eat or drink from it.
Thank you.
Oh wow, I've kind of bankrupted myself already. What do I need? Assault rifle. Well, there's the one in there.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, just whenever you see an ancestral or an ornamental weapon in the one of the suppliers, you gotta get it when you see it, because for some stupid reason, I've reported this bug to them several times, but they've never bothered to fix it. For some reason, the reward crates for doing actual like syndicate, you'll never get one of the ornamental or ancestral weapons, even though they're mandatory for doing prestige. You can only buy them, which I think is quite stupid. Anyway, I will just close the door, so now double door deception trick should be in play. And it is. Not that it really matters, because I don't really care if one of the other these other guards sees me, because I can just shoot him anyway. But I guess I will actually knock him out first. And just bring him in here for now. I mean, it's not like I'm in a hurry, you know? Because, like I said, the stupid target can sometimes take forever. And sometimes they have two actual, like, glasses to drink out of. That's when it's really annoying, because that means it might take double the time to even get them to drink and be poisoned. I'm 99% sure this is an assault rifle. Yep. Good. Oh boy. Like, where's the guy? I can't tell really, because I didn't like actually mark it on the map where the guy was. Oh well. I'm gonna assume, yeah, looks like he's at his bookworm stuff now. So hopefully he'll get poisoned. $2006? Okay. That's the code for that safe, and you can get some free money out of it. But it's just weird how New York gives so much more free money than any other location, and the other locations barely give any. Oh, is he drinking? Good. So that was only like 4 minutes or so.
Well done, 47. You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later.
probably kind of dumb of me to be carrying a gun through here. Oh well. How convenient. Oh, the code 2006, it's related to the main mission, which is the main mission target Don Yates and his wife, oh, I forget her name, Catalina? Is that her name? But anyway, his wife, it's their anniversary year. And in the main mission, there's some blackmail hidden inside the safe, and that allows you to set it up so she'll actually wind up killing her own husband, the target. Pretty fun little mission, but yeah, and so the codes don't change ever at all. So it's just a matter of actually remembering what they are. Like, from the main mission to Freelancer, it's the same. But weirdly, they didn't hide, like, Mercy's money in all the safes. Just that one specifically in Mendoza. And I guess you could say the big vault and deposit boxes in New York are safes. But otherwise, just kinda weird. Anyway, got the shotgun. Oh, I probably should have mentioned, but a key thing in Freelancer 2 is if you forget about something and leave the weapon in a mission and don't bring it back to your safe house, you lose it and need to re-buy it from a supplier. It's not Catalina, the wife's name. I'm just now remembering Catalina's the name of the Rico Delgado, the drug lord's wife in Santa Fortuna. And that's something notable with this game, is they really don't reuse names like at all. Like pretty much every single target has their own unique name. Maybe some NPC names are reused, but I don't think the actual target names have been. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really feeling like doing another like big Freelancer syndicate now. I got something else I want to show off though before I end the stream. And I'll tell you what, I give you my solemn vow that I will not play more Freelancer here on the official account I have. So if I ever decide to do some more streaming, which honestly it was really fun, I probably will do some more. I don't know when, because I just don't want to make the commitment to do like a consistent schedule of streaming yet. You know, because there might be some days where I'm just not feeling it, but oh, it's the schedule, so I promised I would. But I will keep Freelancer the way it is, and just that'll be exclusively for live streaming in the potential future streams. Which honestly, if they do this sort of thing for every single celebrity elusive target, then that means there's like, what, 8 more this year, maybe? Because they're doing, like, they still have, I think, 5 legacy ones to do, and then they're also doing 3 new ones each season too, added to the game. But anyway, I just wanted to point out here, if you go to the official roadmap, that there's Suit Styling down at the bottom, and that is coming out March 25th, and that is my official contracts batch I'm getting to curate for this game. And honestly, I got several contracts yet to judge and pick which ones managed to get into the batch of like just 10 or 11. I've had 60 total entries so far. There might even be a few more because the deadline for contract submission is a few days from now. But anyway, that's my official batch, and so at some point, I don't know when, maybe that day or a few days later, I will have a special video, the number 3 reason to play Hitman World of Assassination, which is I got my own featured contracts batch in it. And the number 1 and number 2 reasons are because of me having my own challenge ideas implemented into the game, and I want to see if still in the credits Luke FSJE, my alter ego, is credited still. It's like down past all the live support and freelancer credits, and then they also put the other stuff too. Moral support, no. There's a special thanks section, yeah. Am I in it yet? Yep, there I am, right there between Kent and Mads47, which is just so incredibly cool that my name is officially in the game. Well, not my real name, not even MCFPapa, because I just use that specifically for my YouTube channel, and I use Luke FSJE for most of my other accounts, but it is in there still, and the proof is in the bottom left corner, or bottom right corner. My account, Luke FSJE, is here, and so it really is me. And anyway, so I am gonna have a whole batch of featured contracts there, and that's the main reason why I haven't done any of these featured contracts from the past few batches. There's the Atmosphere, Valentine Gravity, and then also this one themed around Chinese New Year. I think it's probably a really solid batch too. Like, generally the featured contracts are just pretty good, but I just haven't had time to do it because I've been playing all the user submitted contracts and evaluating them. And so I've done most of the ones on Steam, but there's still like a dozen or so PlayStation contracts to evaluate. And also, of course, as just a special sneak preview for you, Roamer, you can see my contract, a 10-year legacy, which is the one I will be submitting for my spot in the batch. Ooh, isn't that exciting? So, don't tell anyone about it, but that's my contract. Other than that, I don't know. Not much else I really want to do. Like just as you can see, there's just so many challenges. It's just such a fun game. I just love Hitman so much. Even here on Steam, I've sunk several hundred hours into it after already sinking like 1,500 hours into it on PlayStation over the years. But it's just on my main account, like as you can see, total completion of all the maps. It's at 100%, you know, and in my opinion, challenges are the most fun thing, and so I wish they would add more of them to the game. You know, at this current rate in the road maps, they do like one a month. Like February's was Initiate's first speed run, then the March one is Quintuple Trouble, so probably the next challenge won't be added until a bit later, like probably April 25th or so. But other than that, anything else to show off? Inventory. There's still no creator duck. I'm in the creator program, and so there's supposed to be an exclusive, well, quote-unquote super exclusive duck called the creator duck. It's literally just this showcase duck, which was a special Twitch drop they did last summer, but instead of showcase it says creator on it. But so far it's not showing up in people's accounts, so there's still quite a bit of kinks to work out with the creator program, I think. And so hopefully with this stream it'll count toward the rewards. It might not. It might be that they need to do more yet before rewards will start tracking. And so if that's the case, well, I'll stream again. But supposedly just streaming for 1 hour, and boy, I've streamed a lot more than just 1 hour, but supposedly just streaming for 1 hour is enough for me to unlock a key for Hitman World of Assassination Standard Edition and Patient Zero Requiem. And also, there's supposed to be an even more exclusive duck called the Trophy Duck, which is supposed to only be given away if you've done one live stream, and then you're supposed to do it with the community and get it involved in some sort of contest. I don't know about that. There might be something else I need to set up for that to trigger. And then there's also a video on demand, like, well, VOD. I don't know why I said video on demand, but if you do one upload of yourself playing Patient Zero Requiem, then you also get 2 additional keys for the Patient Zero Requiem DLC. I don't know if just the live stream itself being uploaded after the fact will count. I hope so. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, and I don't think any one singular other video will top it. I mean, there's the Ukulele and the Impossible Lair final part, which obviously you haven't seen. That's coming out, I don't know when. It's scheduled sometime. But that one took me quite a few hours to beat. And so it's basically just movie length. But I think that was only like 2 hours. So this is probably the longest, and it'll probably remain the longest unless I get really inspired in any potential future live streams to really like go the distance and do like a 4 or 5 hour stream. I don't know if I will, but anyway, so that's what's supposed to happen for the rewards for doing this and being in the creator program. On the creator Discord, the IO staff seem to be really diligently like working to fix a lot of the issues people are having. I don't know really if they fixed them all yet or if there's still more, because they probably won't have gotten to them over the weekend. They'll probably not do it till Monday. But if there is some issue and I need to actually do another live stream, then I'll do another live stream maybe next weekend, because I just want to at least try to fulfill the goals for the creator program this time, because if I do, then fingers crossed I can get more free stuff from them down the road. Wouldn't that be nice? And after sinking, because I've spent probably $100 or more on the game on PlayStation and another 100 or more on the game to get it on here and get everything. So I feel like I'm entitled to a few free perks every now and then. But in the future, if you're watching this, I hope it was a great promotion for Patient Zero Requiem or Hitman in general. If I manage to actually stream to 25 concurrent viewers or more, I'll get more Patient Zero Requiem keys. Or if this video gets 50,000 views by like the time the program ends, which is when the elusive target ends, so like the 24th, I think. So all you need to do is just keep on refreshing 50,000 times and I'll have even more keys to give away. I think that'll do it for this live stream. If you're watching this someone else in the future, and there are still stuff to give away, please just look in the description and that'll tell you if there is stuff to give away. I hope I can remember to check if there is giveaway stuff. Yeah. And it's like 6 months down the road and someone's asking for a key. But anyway, so thank you, Romer, for tuning in for this whole time. It's strange, like I talk to myself all the time when doing recordings. Yeah, Hitman Papa. Yeah. You know, if I had not had good old Lord Abstract, now going by Tet, if he had not subscribed to me back in 2014, I very much could have just been, instead of MCFPapa, Hitman Papa, and decided to do videos on this game. Or Batman Arkham, which, speaking of, that's another series I'd love to do, but boy, that would take so much time to do. So that might be another live stream situation. Or whatever. Maybe even Resident Evil Papa. Like, I love Resident Evil games, especially the fixed camera ones, and no, they aren't outdated, and I will die on the hill. But anyway, I guess that's it. I will leave you, Romer Monkey, with the very cool outro screen I whipped up in like 3 minutes or less. No, I think I took 3 minutes to do the Be Right Back intro and outro screens total. But I will leave you with it for a moment and show you the MCF Huntsville background music, and then that'll be it. So thanks again. Hopefully, if there are more live streams, you or someone else is willing to tune in, because I just feel kind of self-conscious talking to myself in a live stream when no one's listening, when I don't feel self-conscious talking to myself recording when also no one is listening. What sense does that make? I don't know, but that's it for me. It's fitting, you know, like my videos sometimes I have absurdly long intros and never get around to actually ending them. Absurdly long outros. And so this time also I get absurdly long outros for this yet too. But I guess it wouldn't be an MCFPapa video if it wasn't absurdly long. I'll say the customary like and subscribe if you want, even though obviously you are subscribed, and I'm assuming you have also liked the live stream by the 2 likes it's gotten. So, but I'll say like and subscribe if you want anyway, because that's my catchphrase. I'll see well, actually, whatever part of the Malgrave incident was uploaded during this live stream. So that's something for you to check out after the fact. So anyway, that's it. Thanks again. I will try, if all the keys work, I'll try to email you the stuff to you. So I'll try to comment and let you know about that. And that email's still good, the one you emailed me with a few months ago, isn't it? I should probably check before I just randomly email it. Okay, good. Well, that's it then. I'm done. I'll leave you with a few seconds of lovely Huntsville audio, hopefully, and then I'll end the stream.